Welcome, I'm Andrea. I'm a nurse practitioner. I work in Brockton, Massachusetts. Today we're here at Whitman Wellness Center in Whitman, Massachusetts. We're going to be doing a 20-minute segment on wall yoga for the beginner, helping the healers. So just while you're at your work or at home, just some different types of asanas, which are poses that you could use during your day, whether you're at home or at work. So we call mountain pose as your traditional standing pose. So coming up to the wall, noticing that your heels are about an inch away from the wall, and just starting to ground in your feet and noticing that your legs are hips width apart. Your toes are going to the top of your mat or in front of you, and your ankles are below the knees are below the hip bones, and that your rib cage is right above your pelvis, shoulders are lined up with your hips, turning the palms towards the direction of your gaze, and just noticing that your neck is long, the top of your head is going up into the heavens, we call it, and noticing your back, your strong spine is as tall and long. Slight tuck in that tailbone helps align the body. So leaning up against the wall, adjusting your body so you can actually lean up. You'd like to touch the wall in 3 areas. The sacrum, which is the lower hip, your scapulus, which is your upper back, and your scalp, which is the back of your head. And just noticing your chin is slightly tucked. So here is your Tadasana. So you're against the wall. And so if you're feeling like you might be kind of leaned over, curled over, especially after working on a computer, caretaking patients, and so forth, you just want to come up, lift those shoulders up to the ears, roll them back and down, and try to get your body towards the wall. We're all different. It may get there someday, but you do the best you can. And from here, you can slide your arms up along the wall, bringing your palms together above your head, and notice that they may not come to the wall. They may be out here. That's okay. You're just in that direction. And then you can slide them back down and bring your arms down. And you can try these different arm movements, maybe right arm up, thumb towards the wall, left arm up, fingertips, the top of your hand is towards the wall. So you can try these different poses by bringing the arms up, just stretching and using the wall as your guide. And from here, we can do different poses like we call wide angle, opening up your feet a little bit more and keeping your heels towards the wall, but you might want to feel a little bit, bring them out a little bit for safety's sake, and just slide down your hands and just come into, we call this a half back, half lift. So you're just dropping down towards your pelvis, you're not dropping your head, and then you can come back up again. You might be able to bring your feet in front of you if you lean up against the wall and you're feeling that you need to stretch your hips, and just slide your back down, belly button to spine, and come into a chair pose. You can drop your hands down. You can bring your hands to heart center. You can twist to one side. Come back. This is wonderful for the low back because you're sucking your back towards the wall. And then placing your hands back, come back up again. Line up against the wall again and bring your knee to your chest. And allow the knee to come as close to the chest as your body allows, and then let it open up. You're holding onto the wall, safe, secure. And then bring the knee back, bring the other arm, and then just open up that hip. And come back and down. We always want to do both sides. So lining yourself back up again, lifting the left knee again towards the chest, especially if you've been sitting for a little time working on the computer. Arm across the wall to support yourself. Come back. And then you can just switch to the other side. So there's so many different ways of moving the body. Come back and down. Another very popular pose is what we call tree pose. You're coming back into your, we call Tadasana mountain pose, the original standing pose. Feel the three parts of your body, the S's, sacrum, scapulas, and scalp, on the wall. And then you start to press into your left foot and just bring your right bottom foot into your calf, or keep it on the floor. Keep the toes there, whatever feels safe and comfortable. And then you can start to lift your arms if you'd like. Maybe you want to come up into a tree, maybe like you see in the pictures, maybe bring it to heart center, but you're leaning against the wall for support. This is an extension of the body as the chair is. Hands back down, lower foot, start to ground back in, balance yourself out, and come into the other side. And when you feel that you've got your foot grounded on the floor and in the side of the right calf, then you can move forward however you want to go. But lift the top head towards the heavens and just pause with your breath. Coming back down again. We can actually do some different side poses, even if you're standing up on the side with your right side to the wall. You can lean into the wall. I'm going to step about 1 foot away and just lean in. And I can lift a leg and bring it down. I can lift it back, bring it in. And these are just different poses that help you move. And then you could reverse and do the other side. But making it easy. I teach my clients in my office, the most important thing is integrating all of these poses into their day, not making it seem like it's burdensome. If they get up out of their chair, can they be doing a few of these poses before they sit down? If they have to walk down the hallway, just doing different poses. It's very helpful doing chair pose because they've been sitting all day, but it helps them straighten their back and take their back to the spine, to the back wall, and helps them tighten their core, but releases the low back because when you sit all day, you tend to arch. So this helps a lot. And doing different movements, shoulders up to ears, roll them back to line up that spine, to bring those scapulas towards the wall. Another very helpful, we'll be doing this on the floor too, is when you have your body again, side to wall, step the foot that's next to the wall forward, like you're going to walk, bend the knee, and step the other foot back. So now we're in like a high lunge. And this is nice because you have the wall right here, so you can just either stay here and stretch the whole front of the quad muscle. You can bend the knee. Very, very helpful when you start to stretch. Sweeping the fingers up in front of you and lifting and looking helps stretch the front of that left thigh. Come back down. Place your left hand on the wall. Slide your right hand down the wall and look towards the right. That's a twist. It's very, very comfortable. It helps the waist. Now again, hands on the wall, slide them back up and walk both feet together and turn for the other side. Again, lining up. Step the left foot forward, bend the knee, and then step the right foot back onto the ball foot. Your body is next to the wall. Sweep your fingertips forward and look up. From here, the hand will go on the wall. Slide the other hand down. You might just be this way. That's fine. If you'd like to go full, you can walk your fingertips down and look to the left. Coming back up again, start a few knee dips. We just kind of did this in a different pattern than we did the other side, but just making sure to do everything you did on one side on the other side. Come back up, keep the feet out wide, and come into a forward fold. Having your chair right here is very helpful too, or you can come down and bring your fingertips towards the floor. Coming back up again. Maybe take your left toes, bring your left toes out, right toes out, come into a goddess. So I'm walking back up towards the wall, and as I do this, I'm sliding down. My hips are on the wall, my low back is on the wall, and my arms are up along the wall. This is called goddess. Very helpful also, piriformis, low back, sciatic. Nice and strong. Bringing your hands back down again, and I start to walk my feet back in again. And from here, I can press my back heel, which is my right heel, next to the wall, and I can step forward. I'm actually going to lift the ball foot, come forward, and just kind of stretch into the knee. And I can come and bring my arms out, but I'm using the wall as an anchor. Come back, step back into the wall again. And sometimes it's always nice to have a support, an anchor, because when you're out on the mat doing different poses, you might feel a little wiggly and wobbly. So stepping the right foot forward, and again, bending that knee, come forward, lifting, looking, opening up that heart, coming back again, stepping back into the wall and repeating some of the poses of just walking your feet out, sliding your hips down, coming back into the heart center, twisting, dropping an elbow down, possibly making this your own. Come back up again, and then twist to the other side. Drop your elbow down. Come back up, come back into your Tadasana, and pausing for a moment with your breath, feeling the heartbeat, feeling the space around the heart, and just gazing but not gazing off the tip nose. Fingertips together, lifting those fingertips towards the heavens as you lean against the wall. Take a breath, go over to the right, and you're leaning up. Right hand will grab hold of the left wrist, and I'm just going to adjust myself closer to the wall, using that as my support. Come back up again. Based on your body will be whether or not you can actually take all body parts and get them to the wall, and then twist to the other side. Coming back up again, hands to heart center. Hands down by your side, and just pausing and starting to just walk it out. And then just starting to just kind of walk side to side with your balance. And this is kind of fun because we don't usually do things like this unless we're a kid. But when you're standing, you can do this, and you can do it against the wall, just so you know that you're nice and tall, your shoulders are back. And I can't stress enough about the upper back, because I see patients in the office, they seem to be losing their height, not because of osteoporosis, but posture. So they'll start to kind of curl forward, and next thing you know, they're looking towards the ground and beyond. So coming up and doing anything that will open up the shoulders, and that you want to build that strength. So another helpful thing would be if you come up to the wall, and I don't want my back to you, but if you're standing and the wall is in front of you, you could be doing push-ups. You can actually walk away from the wall, press into the wall, and just do some sit-ups as you press and lift and use your upper arms. You can adjust the arms, you can bring the arms out this way, or come back in this way so they're tight to your shoulders, but this is all for that upper body strength. So coming back,